this is the first edition we are doing. We're trying something new. We are calling it Radio-Athma. So it's basically where individual band members talk to like each member's favorite artist, and my favorite artists are you guys. I've always
Thank you, Varun.
loved you guys.
Thanks, Macha.
And we go a long way back. We've known each other for many years. The first time I ever saw you guys was at Fireflies Festival, where I remember I was about to get up and leave early morning when you guys took stage. And then we all were holding on to our gear and standing and watching you guys till you finish, and then we left. So from then to Behosh EP, which was launched at Counterculture, where Jishnu and I got to come and do the launch for you guys, and I got to jam on Behosh song with you guys. And from then, fast forward to 2014, you put out Baran. Then 2019, you put out Kun. How has the journey been for you guys from then to now?
I think it's been a great journey. When we started recording Behosh, I think when Kashif went to the studio, and Sachin and Phil were there, and we went to the studio. We didn't have money in our pockets to record, and Kashif went inside. He said, like, let's record the Behosh, whatever tracks we have that point. And I said, okay, why not? But where do we get the money? He said, no problem, bro. We'll figure it out later, but let's at least record something. And at that point of time also, we didn't have an idea that we're gonna continue doing this or be a band. I think it just happened, and we thought we never want to leave music because it's such a thing internally for us, and then it just happened. But it's been a great journey, roller coaster.
Nice. Yeah. And I think it's always fun when you don't know that you're going to do it for long. You're just doing it.
Absolutely.
And you're not planning that I'm going to get there, then I'm going to... There's no like milestone plan as such. You take each day as it comes.
Because you never know, like with our scene also, like independent scene at that point in time, how people constrained. You come from kind of a family background. Everybody wants to get like have a day job.
Correct.
And I have told this to my parents, that I'm going to Bangalore to do BBA and then MBA, and this is how it happened.
That's great.
I was not doing MBA. I was playing songs and making songs.
PhD in music.
Yeah. I joined BCom because it was the easiest thing to clear without having to sit and study a lot, because I was already playing guitar by then. And very similarly, I wanted to try and play music as much as I could. And I figured if I took science or anything else, then I'd be behind the book all my life. So I just took whatever easiest and just played through.
Same. I think with everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't even have education, so I can't really talk about it. But I think I was way ahead of time. That I knew before only that this is not going to come in handy. So yeah. But about this Fireflies, there is a video where we are playing and you guys are packing up and leaving, and you guys are like just looking at us from the like there's a back galley.
We're standing there like, hey, who's this band? Who's this band?
The main headliner of that night was whosoever was playing. I think it was Thermal and a Quarter, and you guys played one or two. What maybe Macha, you were the headliner at that point in time.
No.
Right. They played at 1.
We played a
1 a.m.
early morning sled.
No, actually the thing is that we thought we were the headliners because we were playing last. We had no clue that we should ask for sound check. Exactly. We're playing last? Wow. Like, bro, first gig and like first festival. That's when we realized that the prime slots were the one which was happening at in the middle, like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. So you guys, Thermal and a Quarter and Bicycle Days. You guys got the best 3 slots.
Something relevant.
When we came and we were like, bro, now at 7 a.m. I think one of the best festivals I have to say.
Yeah, easily. I mean, we were never used to overnight festivals. Right? Even now we don't. Festivals.
I think this is one of a kind.
That was the only thing. Stand under a tree and
absolutely.
Just play. People are sitting, watching. People are like bringing their blankets, sleeping, getting up, and still music is going on.
That was shocking for us when we were sleeping. Somebody like the guy who was managing us, Karan Karthik, came to our room. He said, like, guys, your slot is now. So okay. Yeah. We woke up, had some breakfast, and started playing 5.
I remember one of the Fireflies. I think that was the last Fireflies. I'm not sure. I fainted just before getting on stage. We were doing a circle. I was unwell. We were doing our circle, and the last thing I remember is Jishnu's wife Shreya was on my left. I'm like, "Can you hold me?" And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "Hold me, hold me, hold me." And then, fut, I fell. And then somehow these guys got tender coconut water, and I put my hands on Monty's shoulder and got on stage. I sat and played half the. I think it was one of the last Fireflies we played. We still get people, who come and say, "I saw you guys at Fireflies."
Exactly.
That's
Same
like,
with us. Same with
that's
us.
like
A lot of
great.
people discovered us through Fireflies.
Nice,
That's
nice.
true, yeah.
But coming from the background bit you said, which is about like family background and all that. Now you were born in Kashmir,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so and you were born in Bangalore, so
Yeah, South.
South.
Yeah.
So how much of being in Kashmir and then now being in Bangalore, you're pretty much Bangaloreized. How much of a musical difference, or how has it affected your musical writing?
I mean, the
and stuff?
roots have been intact.
Mm.
Where I come from and what kind of music is there, and whatever I've been influenced by, the roots are intact. But what I learned, what Bangalore gave me, is like what rock and roll is.
Mm. Mm.
That is what I was missing. Like there is music which is guitar genre based.
Mm.
So that's when I discovered rock and roll.
So you discovered rock and roll only after coming to
I mean,
Bangalore?
I've heard when I was in like some 8th standard, I heard Floyd's Another Brick in the Wall,
Okay.
and I didn't know it's Pink Floyd. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Then when I came to Bangalore, and then
Nice.
that's how
So
I
then
discovered the
you-
entire discography. What is what.
Then you took your old
I took
cultural
my, and
influence.
it was
and then-
the intention was quite clear that we wanted to write our own songs. We never wanted to cover anybody, and we thought, okay, let's start with writing our own songs. And by the time we used to suck when we started. I know
Yeah, just
what
like
what kind of
They got
songwriting.
better after they joined.
I joined. He joined. That's actually true also. And then yeah, that's how it happened. Like it,
Nice.
the only intention was to learn music and not just do it just for as a hobby or
Yeah.
just like that.
Yeah,
And how did you fit in? Because again, there's a lot of Kashmir influence, and how did you manage to put your style and musicality? And also because your dad is quite a legend in that sense, in the folk space
Yeah.
in South.
No, I think it did take some time for me, just get adjusted to these guys. And I still remember when we first jammed, which was in the same place, not in this studio. But like I think it was something familiar as music sense, but not in terms of the language. And also like these guys used to actually talk a lot in Kashmir that time, right? And there was a lot of Kashmiri friends, so it was a kind of a new experience, and it took like 1 year, 2 years. But I think after the first 2 gigs, we kind of got along.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, it was very naturally, it came to us that we wanted to do this. And they had told me that, so I was still playing with some few other bands, like even with Fidel, who wasn't in the band that time. And they told me like, we want you like just for us, like this exclusivity and all that. So I think I played the last gig with somebody, and then I continued doing with these guys.
Nice.
But I think they took some of the Bangalore things from me and me and Fidel, and we took a lot of, because I had never met a
I think
Kashmiri.
music itself is like beyond boundaries. Like you don't need to understand lyrics. Sometimes it's just the music. I think if for me personally, if I'm listening to any song and it's in any language, if music hits me, I'm into it. Then I'll go for lyrics. What he's trying to say. That's an additional color to the music. But if music is not in my vibe, I may not go into that of even if there's a lyrical genius behind it.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more. I mean, I'm like that. For me,
Is it the same for you guys, where the
Yeah.
music comes first?
yeah, music comes first. But in my band, of course, Jishnu and Vasu are more lyrical. For them, lyrics is very important. But for me, it's like background. I always look at, like when we write a chord progression, and then there is another added layer or something. Somebody plays something. Sanjeev plays something. For me, if that is not hitting me first, whatever you say, like you said,
exactly.
I'm like, man, it's just
What's going on?
it's just not happening. Like I enjoy the subtle things in the songs. Like just one simple note played behind a chord. Like a small, like sometimes you do these cymbal swells. Those things are like I'm like, wow, it feels like you're getting elated and then you're kind of like coming down. Yeah, so that movement is what I really like. And for me, that is why I love Parvaaz, because I don't understand. Even Hindi, I'm pretty bad, so my understanding is very less. Most of the time, like I'm either reading what you guys have written, translation, something, and looking, okay, what is this song about? But for me, it's just the musical part, the riffs, the groove, and everything. And like I've said it before also, like Fidel's definitely one of my favorite bass players, because I feel he plays so less, but it becomes so much. Like he's not a flashy guy. He'll just be in the corner doing his thing. I've never seen him take a bass solo. I've never seen
We
him
also have
do.
never seen him. He also doesn't want to play.
He also doesn't want.
But see,
Yeah.
also singing in Kashmiri and Urdu, sometimes Hindi, it came pretty naturally.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
like forced or like. I know when we started playing 2010, there was hardly any band singing in regional language that point in
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
And
nobody.
everybody was singing in English.
Correct.
And I think there were very few bands who used to sing in, like you guys,
Yeah, yeah,
Indian Ocean,
yeah.
Raghu, and Avial.
Aviel, yeah.
So I started singing in Urdu because came pretty naturally to me. And then one day we were trying and doing something in the jam room, and I started singing in Kashmiri.
Mm.
And we all liked it. I said, okay, let's put it out.
Yeah.
And the best
great.
example is Avial. We all,
Yeah,
we all actually got along with Avial album. Like I think most of us grew
yeah,
up
yeah, yeah,
listening to them. No, so like we don't understand the language.
yeah.
I still
Right?
don't understand.
We still don't,
Yeah.
but we love that album. I think one of the best
Exactly.
albums, right?
Exactly.
I know the lyrics.
Same thing like with even when I still don't understand the lyrics. I'm in the band.
Oh,
I mean, lyrics are important, but
Yeah.
thing is also, I look at sounds more. Sounds fascinate me more than what.
Yeah, it's the texture.
Even of the
soundscape.
like a word has a sound of its own.
Yeah.
And Urdu has a kind of a language gap. 10 things you can say in just one word, which I
Nice.
really like.
Yeah.
And then it makes sense. We are no poets. Like I don't think so.
No, but one
No,
thing
but
is that
it's just-
these guys, this is my first time when I heard these guys. That language kind of sat with it. It didn't sound
Yeah,
cheesy.
Correct.
A lot of people try to put Urdu. It's not bragging, but
Yeah,
it's true.
yeah,
It
yeah.
didn't have. The
No,
first time when I
yeah.
heard, it was like it feels so
Yeah.
like what a flow is there.
Yeah.
That I'd never felt it before. So first time when I heard, I was like, oh, I'm still listening to Urdu, Kashmiri,
Mm.
but it felt like it was so naturally going with the kind of music we were playing.
Correct.
And that is very difficult to pull off. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I have to give it to these
I mean,
guys.
that's what I wanted to say. It
Yeah.
just came naturally.
just
Subconsciously,
have
it
to
came
get
like
it.
we want to do this. We want to sing in this language. It didn't came. We started playing and started singing.
Yeah.
these
No,
songs.
because I get what you said. Like I've seen some bands. I won't take any names, but like they tried doing regional music, but it just doesn't come naturally. It's like they're so forced. It almost sounds like a cover band, but instead of singing an AC/DC or something in English, but they're trying to sing just to put it. And then they'll be like, okay, let's try and add a couple of Urdu words to it.
just
And then just to
to add that.
yeah, but it just doesn't feel right.
I heard a lot of songs which like lyrically which doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
These are just good sounds, but if you like want to deconstruct it, what lyrically it means,
Correct.
sometimes doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So it has to be the blend.
Yeah.
Has to be there,
Yeah.
which is very important, and very few bands actually get that like
Yeah.
very
Correct.
naturally.
Correct.
Or they
Correct.
struggle to blend those.
Yeah,
things.
like when we did a collab with Amit Kilam on our third album, we did a song, and he had a gig in Mysore that day. So they landed in Bangalore, and he said, on the way, I'll just stop, I'll come and record at your studio, and I'll go to Mysore. I was a little like, man, like I want to record properly. I don't want it to be like a rush thing. He came, he didn't even go into the other room. He just said, just put a mic right next to you, and we put a mic. And the ease with which he sang, I was really like, okay, now I understand the naturalness, because he speaks Hindi on a day in and day out. So the way he's pronouncing the words which our lyricist had written, I was like, wow, like there is a huge difference in the way he bends a certain note. And for him, he's not thinking. It's like drinking water.
Yeah.
He's just doing it effortlessly.
I think most of the people who force in the regional, languages.
Yeah.
I think it's mainly they're forcing it too much.
Correct.
And that's when you can make out
Correct.
that it's
Correct.
not sitting well.
Yeah.
But which song is it that you're talking about?
This is Sangat Ki Rangat.
Oh, okay.
We did on. He collabed with us and he sang on that. Like we said, we want to collaborate with you, but in this case, we don't want you to play drums. We want you to sing instead.
Oh, like how
So
we
he
asked
was
him.
like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe we'll approach you one day later.
Nice.
Sachin, we want you to sing.
Like, yeah, sure.
and like I've seen your sound has grown, from Behosh. Then like Dilkush was a single that you guys put out at that time, and that had a drum solo which was very new. Like nobody would dare put a drum solo in a recorded version of a song, but you guys kind of did it. And then Behosh had the rawness of a new band trying to figure out the sound. But Baran was like, wow. Like especially when the album opens with that siren and like the groove, heavy groove, getting in, and then it's like, wow, now that this band has kind of found its sound, they really come together.
I think that
I
was
think
the
you
breaking
summed up,
point.
yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
breaking point for us.
Yeah.
I think if you listen to the last track of Behosh called Lal Matlai,
Mm-hmm.
that's where we
Started getting
getting into that kind of a zone, because
Correct.
this is the kind of a zone what
Correct.
I really like. And then it naturally happened. It was not an intention. Okay, there's one song which is like completely like what do you call that? Fitna, what,
like a funk.
a funk disco kind of a vibe, and then suddenly you have another which is completely like progressive rock, like
Yeah.
Baran. It came after jamming endlessly, and
Yeah.
Sachin's old jam room which is
Yeah,
downstairs.
so we had like one tape recorder, like actual.
Yeah.
Starting we started using tape
Mm.
cassettes, and we used to record like a long, like the whole jam. We would just keep playing and then just record, then go back to the house, and we used to all sit together and just listen. And I think we started figuring out that soundscape is what is important for us, creating that environment, creating that ambience, and the sound. I think that's where the Lalmat Lai started that whole thing. So if you see after that, we started playing around with those kind of
And
sounds.
for that matter, also like Kashif's guitar playing also developed with time.
Mm.
He also started expanding his sound,
Yeah,
like using
yeah.
different kind of effects,
Correct.
and that also helped us to,
And
like,
honestly,
to achieve the
these
sound.
guys picked up the guitar for this band.
I picked a guitar for this band.
Oh,
Even Kashif
okay.
did.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right?
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both of us.
That's cool. I don't think any of us knew that.
So you can
But
actually
yeah.
see it in the album that
Yeah.
gradually you
Yeah.
started learning
That's
more
pretty
stuff.
cool.
You started adding.
That's
Yeah, because
pretty
he used
cool.
to play guitar, I used to sing,
Yeah.
and Sachin used to play drums, and I used to play just acoustic. But when songwriting started happening, there was a need of rhythm electric guitar, which he had played in Behosh. So when we did Baran, that's when
Nice.
these things happened,
Nice.
and then Kun came later on.
Epic.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, with Kun, I mean, you guys again, even the production wise, it just grew, right?
Yeah.
With Baran, you were working with Jason Zach at that time, and you guys.
It was a
recorded
small
there.
space where we
Yeah,
recorded
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
We had such great
I think
time.
you've been there.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, and then with Kun, you guys of course did it.
Yeah.
Yash Raj, and you had Zoran mix the
Yeah.
album for you guys.
Yeah, that helped.
And especially
Shantanu
that
did.
opening, Shantanu
Shantanu
recorded, right?
Yeah.
Shantanu
yeah.
recorded Abhishek.
Yeah, and especially that opening, that little intro that you have on the album, which was a Chinese string instrument,
Yeah, yeah.
erhu, right? The
Yeah,
first
erhu,
one.
yeah.
And then from there, when the first song kicks in,
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's like the guitar just opens.
Things open up,
Yeah.
yeah.
I heard that and I was like, how did they do this? What trick have they used to make it sound like so narrow and just suddenly like just goes like, especially the rhythm thing,
Yeah.
it just opens up. I was like,
DT.
man,
DTs.
DT, but there's
And
something
there's
more to
something
it.
we wanted-
There's definitely something more to it.
Yeah, so basically the song is to start straightforward. Then I wanted that effect of
Yeah,
that
yeah.
lo-fi effect that keeps opening up. So
okay,
I took
yeah,
the
yeah.
loop and we
Nice,
that way.
nice.
So that when it comes in,
Yeah, exactly.
you suddenly I remember somebody had written about it saying that so they started listening to the album and then they heard that drum, the starting 4 bars, and they're like, oh, this also is like low production. And then suddenly it opened up and he's like, oh no, this was actually done on purpose.
Like it reminded me of Carnival's Asymmetry album.
Yes.
That intro, he has that lo-fi
Exactly, yeah.
drum sound, and then suddenly it opens up, and you're like, wow, like it just hits you in the
Yeah.
face.
And I also believe like if to develop your music taste and to get better, you also have to listen to a lot of music. I think that helps a lot.
Yeah,
A lot of
definitely.
ideas you get from listening to a lot of music all around.
Yeah.
And if you keep doing that, I think it helps in, if you're a musician, it will help you, give you something out of it.
Totally.
Because something kind of a thing remains in your subconscious mind, and it comes out.
Yeah, it comes out when you're writing your own stuff.
The vocabulary in music will kind of expand how you want to play. And I think we did that for the first 5 years. We did that very well, where we actually not purposely, but we used to just sit and listen to music. We would just sit, chill, and we'll be playing music, and like, did you hear this? You would come and say, go listen to this.
Did you listen to that part? Did you listen to that part? And sometimes we'll keep doing sharing. If you listen to some good song, I'll keep sharing. Listen to this.
That's good. I think it's quite evident, that part, because like when I listen to your songs, I know that you guys are a jam band. You guys are not like, okay, somebody came up with a song, we'll be meet in the studio and be like, yeah, okay, you need a drum part, I'll play a drum part. Like, it's very evident that you guys play and cook the song over time slowly, and then kind of like bring it.
I think
and has that process been consistent from Behosh to now?
Yeah, I think the thing is that we season it very well. Before, I think Kun album, we were playing it for a while. Some of the songs we've been kept playing for years, and then we went to the studio. I think this time we are kind of,
this time thing happened, like pandemic happened, and all of us went to different places. So I was bored. I thought, okay, let's write some songs. So I came up with some certain melodies and other thing, and the idea was to write. When I came back, I said we should record a new song. Let's give a single out. And then we said, oh, let's not get a single. Let's do at least 2 songs. So finally, we went to the studio. Recorded that sound, everything. Bharat has just joined. That point in time, we recorded the song, everything mixed, master, done, and we get a call saying, my manager, like, we'll release this song in maybe in not now, but after 2-3 months. Not the right time to release the song. So what? We thought, we'll release this song. People need to hear. We'll get bored out of this song now. It's overdone. Said no. I said, okay, fine. We got time. So we told them, let's chuck this single. We chucked that entire single. And we said, let's finish the album now. That's how we finished whatever songwriting was done before, whatever we did here, whatever parts we have to write. We finished that in a couple of months. Made demos and went to the studio. I think that was the greatest thing that has happened recently in our life. Because of getting out the single, we took out an album instead.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, sometimes we all need that push a little bit.
I mean, now we are so literally 4 or 5 days before we took it down. Like, it was going to be released, and they're like, it's not the right time. And we're like, okay, now we'll put this in the album only. Till then we won't put it.
Okay.
So also, like, it's nice that it's in the album now.
It makes sense. I think album is one of the greatest things.
I'm a total believer of that.
Because it's kind of a story, even if it's not theme based. Even if it's just song, it's a storytelling of certain time what you felt, and you give it out that point in time. Singles is, I feel like it's an
it's like a teaser. You just pinch it.
It's like something you get bored, or people want music from you. So you take single is the easiest, because album takes a lot of effort.
Correct.
So single is an easiest way and it circulates more.
Correct.
These
No,
days.
that's always there. Like, for me, I have this problem. Sometimes I'll discover a new artist. I'll listen to that one song. Now I want more, but more is not there. It's like, it's just one single, and then I'm waiting for 2 years for the next song to come out, and by then it's nothing close to what was done before. They've kind of lost their flavor a bit.
Exactly. Even the EPs are kind of annoying for me. It's like, it's really short, nor it's like an album, nor it's a single. It's
like different moods of songwriting. You can
Correct. And in that sense, I've seen, or at least I feel, my perception of you guys has been that you guys have not given into the pressure of keep consistently releasing, keep doing this, currently the social demands are too high for us musicians, right? It's like, everybody is like, oh, you haven't released a song in 1 year, okay, we have forgotten you. But you have kind of not given into that. At least that's how I see it.
Yeah, I mean, this whole pressure of staying relevant is what I feel kind of not let you be more creative. Because sometimes you get an idea, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're good on stage, sometimes maybe not your best day. So I think we kind of, but we are pressured, but then we can't.
Lazy also sometimes.
Yeah, lazy. See, that's the whole point.
Being lazy is important.
Being lazy is good. I feel you put the best work.
I think if we are satisfied, right? If we are satisfied at the end of the song, then we'll put it out.
Yeah.
If we are not satisfied, then it doesn't make sense, because it's not like I want to make a song which I will hear after 7-8 years also. I'll say, okay, oh, nice. I may not like it listening to it every day, as you told me earlier today, that yesterday, that after your mix master, you will give it out to people. You will not listen to that song.
Exactly.
And the single has come out mostly when there was some purpose, like
Exactly.
Shad that we recorded with you, is because the director who did Kokul, who made the music video, he took a transition live thing and he made a music video before we recorded us. Like, this is the music video. And we were like, oh, now we have to record the song. So only that way we have done, like, you know, and even like Colorwhite. Colorwhite, we kind of liked it, and I thought it is nicer to be a single. You know, it feels...
that's one of my, like, totally.
Sometimes I feel like I still vouch for album, but giving singles also, sometimes you have something you want to give it out.
Correct. That's really cool. And in terms of like when you guys are planning a release or something, like, do you guys get into a cocoon and be like, we need to sit and write songs? We do that. I don't know, like, do you guys do the same thing? Like, 10 days we'll sit and just write songs. Whatever comes out.
We kind of, what we did this time is like basic structure of the song was there. Lyrics were not written. Certain parts here and there were. The rest we figured out in the jam room. So we said, like, in this month we'll just come thrice or 4 times in a week and just keep finishing the basic structure. Whatever basic structure is done of the song, let's go create, make, record demos, listen back, what can be added, what cannot, what should be deleted, and then slowly lyrics came on top. That's always the case with us. Lyrics come later.
Okay.
And even like Bharat was new, so I think the first 2 years it just took us to get used to.
For him also, for him also to be comfortable.
Just to know what the sound is,
definitely.
And,
it's for anybody in that case.
It takes a long time. I mean, we had the same problem after Monterey left. It was a struggle. You know, like, I mean, we had great drummers come and play, but it's not the same.
Exactly.
It's not what you're used to, right? It takes a while to get used to somebody else. And it's also not just their playing, it's their personality, their character.
And like matching the sound of the band and doing justice to it. And even when you're on stage and you make a mistake, how to cover that up.
Exactly.
I feel that is the most important thing when you're jamming together. I think,
and even like when you're hanging out, how are you gelling with each other?
That part is what is kind of really important. That really reflects on your music.
Correct.
How well you actually gel around in personal space.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if there might be greatest or the greatest player,
correct,
but you don't gel with them,
you
won't translate. You will know on stage that you're pretending to be.
We had that, you know, I mean, the few of our like hardcore fan people who are friends with the band would come and tell us, great show, but it's not there, something is missing.
You will see that.
Yeah, exactly. They know it. You know, no matter what a tight gig we put out, they would come and say it's not the same, we miss this person on stage, we miss that person. Then that is when it actually hit us. Like, oh, so it's actually not the same, you know. It hits you much later. It doesn't hit you in that moment.
People make music together and then
you really have to.
It takes a while.
Crazy. That's the thing. And you know, like we were talking briefly about social stuff. On that note, I've also seen you guys are not the most, in current sense, active on social media. You guys post a little and you guys take back. How have you managed that?
I think it's the most difficult thing for us.
I think for a lot of artists, it has become. A lot of artists also say like they want to put out the content.
It's again like.
What should we make music? What should we concentrate on? Lyrics लिखूं, गाने बनाऊं, अपने pedal ठीक करूं, वो करूं, ये मैं अब social media में ये डालूं.
It's a different game to be on social media.
I know.
And it's very tedious. It's easier to write songs than to do this content and stuff.
I think calling this a content is ajeeb. It's a ajeeb term because I think we are musicians. We create music and we'll give music out.
Artists want to know about us. Want to know about the music.
And that
we'll tell you when we're playing. Come.
Makes sense. Totally. It's like I don't handle my.
I also feel like sometimes when you play a gig, you have those stories.
Correct. That's it. That's.
This is a page people are following you because you do certain kind of music.
Correct.
I will not post about what I did yesterday, I was going out, or I
What I'm
ate this
eating
food.
right
I am eating right now. A lot of people do that.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll get updates about just music,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I feel overdoing also is spamming your audience.
Yeah, correct. They
Oversharing.
get fried up.
Fried up,
after a
like
point.
And I think this also came with us seeing so many of those contents.
Yeah.
We ourselves were like, dude, I don't want to watch. what
Yeah,
you're doing
same
every
thing.
day.
I got irritated with
After a point,
stuff.
So yeah, mostly gigs you play. Somebody puts a good story
Correct.
of your gig, you'll
Correct,
share it.
correct.
You have to promote your gig, you'll promote it, or sometimes you feel good, you'll put up. Nowadays, people put that collage written with 10 first take in there. Now that's the trend. I did it recently also.
yeah, seriously. And also, like the worst I would say is shout out videos.
And sometimes they put poetry also.
Oh yeah,
Somebody has to put a picture of himself playing guitar or something. So put it off. They will write a poetry behind it. So I think it's unnecessary. Picture डालनी है तो डाल दो bro. शायरी क्यों लिखनी?
Yeah, I mean, so it becomes pretentious. Some people are very natural in
Yeah,
that. Fine.
For some people, it's very natural. I've seen a lot of bands and friends who post about their whatever they do in the it comes very naturally. It's like it's not forcing.
It's called something. Instagram singer, whatever, like something content singer, something.
Influencer
singer, yes. It works for them, you know. Their whole thing. I've seen some brilliant people, and I know it's very hard. It's a lot of hard work. It seems like every day you put one content, but they're actually curating it for months together and put on time.
Correct.
You can't do it. We are musicians. We have done it, and also we from the time we come from, we didn't have this.
That's also true.
You know, so we're not used to this.
We're not used to it.
So maybe younger people, they are more energetic.
I think when we put out our first EP, it was okay. Listen.
Yeah, correct.
I mean, CDs. We used to sell CDs.
Yeah.
Apple and Spotify came pretty much later in India.
Dude, I remember putting posters in Academy, in Stones for gigs.
Exactly.
So we come.
Yeah, we used to go to Barista.
Yeah, physical copies.
We used to go put like
Yeah.
we stick here on the door and
like
go,
that's how people got to know about gigs. Now you just sit at home and you can do it, but that itself also takes a lot of. But the mental space is not there for us to.
I totally agree on that.
I think we just want to stay away, and like when there is store is there extensively, we will promote it.
Correct.
Because you have to break that algorithm and reach to people.
Yeah.
You know, or else you won't. Half the people won't even get to know there's a gig happening.
Correct.
So that's one thing, but beyond that, I think it's good that
I mean, it works for some people, it doesn't work.
And let something be mysterious.
Yeah.
Most of the things we don't know about artists. I think you should know them just by little how much you want to know. Start knowing them personally, then you lose that essence. That oh my god, like if you get to know your favorite guitarist and you get to know he's an asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
Then even his music will sound like an ass.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. So it's
like on a technical front, like you play a lot of altered tunings, like you're mostly on that guy and stuff. So when you guys get in jam room, how do you manage? Because Bharat is on standard, I am assuming. So are you guys talking about that is a G, that is a E, or are you guys like
to figure it out?
I'm playing this, you figure what you want to
figure
play.
out what you have to do. Because I have all my most of my songs which are based on acoustic are on that guy. I figured this tuning, and honestly, it made my life easier. I would say.
Yeah, you just strum in.
It sounds amazing. I just hold two couple of positions with my fingers and it sounds great. This is that chord. Sometimes I don't know even. First song was Ab Ke Suba.
Okay.
And I really liked it, and I still figure out certain positions that how to write songs on that, and then Bharat figure out okay, this is that, and it will.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's for you anyway. That kind of.
I think it's very minute when it comes to technicality. I think we don't.
Yeah. You guys have never been
heard them maybe chord changes.
Yeah.
But I think they all just look and they just figure it out.
And sometimes it's like okay, you're not getting the part, you'll share what chord you're playing. But also sometimes what I also feel like sometimes I will, when I'm at home, I'll keep playing the acoustic guitar and then I'll put my finger somewhere and then a different position is formed and it sounds really nice.
Correct.
I really like that.
You let the sound guide you.
Yeah, instrument. If you keep playing any instrument, it will give you something.
Correct. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome.
I think you guys also kind of do the.
Yeah, we do the same thing. I mean, for me because I learned from Bruce, I had the opportunity to study theory, but I don't think theory at all. I'm always following the sound. I'm like, okay, if somebody is playing something, what is running in my head, I'm trying to follow that. And only after that, if somebody asks me what exactly are you playing, then I think, oh wait, I'm like, okay, that's that chord, then that is that chord.
True.
I'm not thinking in theory. I can't think like that. I don't know if people
Not
do.
that
I'm
skillful.
not sure.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
there's one song, Ketero. It's when you know Rama, right?
Yeah.
It's when he came and told like, dude, this is in some 6 by or something. I didn't even know. Like,
Yeah, that's the
I
fun.
was like,
Yeah.
I just played it.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
came and told me like, bro, that
See, that's also good kind of a music you listen.
Yeah.
References you get,
Yeah.
it comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
for us is all about like, is it sounding good? Like, is
Yeah.
it
If it's good to my ears and it's sounding nice, I feel good, I enjoy it. It's okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, what is, if I have to ask, what is your closest Parvaaz song? I know it's a very hard question, but
I see. I like the songs. I can't listen to Behosh the entire album because of the mixing things. What is there? And that point in time, we just started. But I feel right now, presently, if there's any closest song which I have, is from the new album.
Okay.
Gonna come. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
okay.
very.
That's
I really
awesome.
like it. Yeah.
That's awesome. The one you have showed me.
No, not
sneak
that
peek.
one.
Not that. Not that.
No,
Okay.
not that.
What about you?
Yeah, I mean, definitely it's fresh, so we
Yeah,
wanna. But from the old stuff, I think Rose,
Rose.
it's nice. We kind of keep trying to do something different. Baran, again, basically songs that we can kind of evolve.
Nice.
Yeah, and
every
sometimes
time.
it's good also when we play live.
Yeah.
We tend to rest a lot of songs
Mm.
because sometimes we overplayed those songs and it's okay. Give
Yeah.
it a break.
Correct.
Pick another song which you have not played.
Yeah,
Pick that.
yeah.
But and then when you pick the same old song again,
It
it's fresh.
feels better.
It
Yeah.
feels better. It's fresh.
Definitely. Yeah. Totally.
But
On,
again,
on
yeah.
the on the contrary, which song do you like hate?
This Beparwa, I feel it's a little monotonous now.
Oh, okay. Is it because you played it live too many times?
Also, yeah, I mean, also there's nothing much different that we do. You know, it's the same thing we've been doing.
I mean, certain songs don't have that pace where you can experiment live or
Yeah,
do okay.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
increase the bar. I'll do something this, and we always kept that quite straightforward, like the recording. But yeah, as you said, which song you hate? Mini.
Actually, we don't even play them, no, so we don't even know.
Which is your favorite Swarathma song?
Oh,
my favorite is Kurane.
Kurane.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Gum?
I like Kurane more.
Okay.
Even Gum is nice, but I like Kurane.
I know most of the songs, dude.
You played with us. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think even Nanedar is a really fun song. But honestly, I think Dur Kinara and Purane was my two favorite to play on live.
Which according to you is the worst Swarathma song? Let's do it. No, it's cool.
It's the one which we're gonna play in Independent Rocks. It's Swarathma X Parvaaz. You guys have to come and watch that. That's the song. No, I don't think so. Verse, hey, come on, I don't.
No, I'm sure there'll be some song that you're like, hey man, why did they write this
song? Probably from something from the new ones that you guys did. Nothing from the old one. Because it's so nostalgic, just all that.
You tell, no?
You tell. Like, why are you making us?
It's okay.
You tell, which is your favorite song?
Parvaaz.
No, Swarathma.
Swarathma song.
Swarathma.
First, you tell me which is your favorite Swarathma song.
Yeah.
Favorite Swarathma song? I think Rishton Ka Rasta. It's one of my favorites. I do a few. Asman, I really like. Asman Ki Dukaan. Rai Fakir, I like. But Rishton Ka Rasta is somewhat been even Surmera. I feel it's worst. Many. I don't like Yeshwala or Krishna.
I think that's kind of because you guys played it for really long.
Yeah, I don't like. I stopped relating to that song after a point. It just became like a guitar exercise on stage.
Which is your least favorite song? Or
the
song you hate?
Yeah, you hate. Come on.
Hate. Very difficult, actually.
Last in the order.
Okay.
Okay, fine. You don't have to say hate and all. I'll also.
No. If there's hate, I'll say maybe Dilkush. Maybe.
Which version? But
the one with the drum solo.
Yeah. Now you know why we removed drum solo.
We removed that song only.
No? Yeah, we removed that. We play it very differently now. Yeah,
Crazy.
but
Yeah, but I've seen you
Yeah.
guys over the years. Again, your song live versions have evolved.
Yeah,
I think
you get like you
yeah,
kind of like
I'll-
otherwise same as what you're
correct.
doing.
I love coming to your gigs, and watching you guys live, because especially the recent fandom gig was a great example. I didn't expect you guys not to play so many of your
older
usual songs. You guys went, and especially the second half of the set went like slow. Yeah, I mean, thanks a lot for this. There's so much more that I want to ask and get to know, but maybe we'll do more episodes and
Someday.
keep having more chats, more in detail about songs and stuff like that, and dissect it further. But I'm really pumped about our iRock collaboration. So, because the last time I shared stage with you was Beoshipi, and then I'm getting to share with you
Then we
guys
shared
now.
this
we
once
played
more
one gig with you guys.
long back.
Where?
At Opus. At
Oh
Opus.
yeah, correct. Khalid and I played Bolo Kya Hai. Yeah, that's great.
And I played Topi Wale, I guess.
That we
Yeah.
all played.
Yeah.
T3 acoustic.
Oh, we all played.
Yeah,
nearly,
we all played together. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yes, it was like a
So
full
yeah,
circle
it's been
now.
a long time from then to like now. I'm really glad that what I'm very excited about is that I'm getting to play one of your songs.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you guys are getting
get to
to
play one of
play
your
one of
songs.
us. So we're just like
Yeah.
merging it. So
I
that's
mean,
pretty cool.
From the day we Jishnu told me that this is going to happen, I was pretty much excited. And then last we came here, jammed. I think today was fun. And
Yeah.
I really enjoyed each
Epic.
and every part of it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
So people will also. It's
Yeah,
gonna be really good fun.
yeah,
It's a long song.
yeah, definitely. But it's fun. So this is Parvaaz. Not like they need an introduction. And my dearest friend Khalid. Sachin, I believe he's the Robert Plant of India. I used to say that.
That's too
And
much.
he's the John Bonham.
Oh, much I am not.
No way. It's like that. Like, there's so much of that roots. So don't cut it. So thanks, guys. We'll sign out and see you guys with more artists.
Cheers.
Cheers.